What's up, Internet? It's your boy Clip the Shadowcaster here with another episode of the Animated Gamers Podcast, where anime and game nerds collide. Thanks for joining us. This week, we're talking about anime. So we're going to talk about different types of characters, the creeper characters, the smart characters, pessimistic characters. We're going to talk about some of our favorites. We're also going to go over some of the current anime we're watching and anime we're looking forward to. And then finally, filler anime, the bane of my existence. We're going to talk about that. But before we get into it, I'm joined by my two good friends and co-hosts. First up, we have...
What's up, Internet? Foxtail here.
Rounding out the cast as always,
Ronnie G, the medicine man.
So let's get into these character types. Every anime has there's certain archetypes. You know, the creeper character. You know, the one to go to is Master Roshi, perverted ass old dude. Pessimistic character we have like Krillin, or Vegeta, and then of course the weak character like Krillin. What are some of your favorite characters and some of your favorite archetypes in anime that you watched?
The creeper character is like always the funniest because they're always going like doing the most craziest shit, like peeping in hot spots and shit like that. But like the OG to me, but besides Master Roshi, because obviously everyone's gonna point out the Master Roshi, but Brock. Remember watching Pokemon? Yes. Brock, watching Pokemon back in the day, getting ready to go to school, and you see Brock just creeping up at the Pokemon Center, checking out Nurse Joy. I forgot the police woman's name.
Officer Jenny.
Yeah, Officer Jenny, bro. Every gym leader, bro, female, bro, he was always on top of it, bro.
And he knew all the subtleties between each different town. They had this, even though they all looked the same, he knew the difference between each one. Yep. That was crazy. That's extra perverted, bro.
Yep, he knew all the differences between each of them. Even though they were all basically identical twins, he could call out the differences and whatnot. Bro, Brock was the OG. Obviously, Master Roshi, everyone's gonna point to him, but if we're gonna take away the obvious, I'm gonna go with Brock for the creeper John. He was just like hilarious. You would not think this dude is a straight up pervert creeper, but yet he has his own gym. You got to get through him to get to the Pokemon League technically. But this dude is like a creeper. There's no rules and regulations set in fucking tone for that shit, bro.
My favorite is Jiraiya.
Bro, don't even
Jiraiya is just like on another level, like.
Don't even get me started on Bull, bro. He got the book on him and everything, man.
Pervy Sage, man. Pervy Sage.
Bro, best nickname in all anime, bro. Pervy Sage.
Yeah, I have to go with my new favorite, which is Hisoka, even though.
Oh god!
Oh god! Oh. Yo, that boy is hilarious, bro. It's hard. It's also hard to put him in the creeper like spot, but every time you think he cool, he chilling, and then like 2 episodes later, he's just like licking his lips. So wait till I get you going. You're like, oh, there you go with his, there you go on his bullshit again. There you go. But it is odd to think that like. I would say I want to say the best animes, which is weird to say, but the best animes always have a creeper in it. I really can't even think of the guy's name that was in Inuyasha 2 that was with Shippo. That was always like
that guy with the hand, right?
That guy. Yeah. That guy. His hand used to like be like a whirlpool basically, which like suck you in. I forget his name. It's not coming right now. I just thought about it when I thought old school, like Dave was talking about Brock. He was also a creeper too. Like he was always like trying to sneak into the girls like when they were going to the bathrooms. I remember he was trying to sneak on Kagome when she was like taking a bath in the water spring. And obviously Naruto punched him in the face. But it's always this creeper archetype in an anime, and they're so easy to identify too. Even though Brock is kind of subtle, I always do that.
Nah, Brock not subtle, bro. You see Bullface every time he link up with a female. He would completely ditch the crew of Ash and Misty just to go do his own thing, bro.
That's true. That is so true, yo. I guess my young brain was never paying it too much attention until you just mentioned it. But yeah, bro, Brock was definitely a creeper.
I identify with Brock the most, I guess. I mean, that might not be the best thing to say. But I understand you, bro.
Yeah, if I had to like tier it, I don't think Brock was the worst though. Like,
he's definitely not the worst.
Yeah, I don't think he was the worst. I definitely remember him, like trying to always hitting on Nurse Jenny, whatever. And he was just always trying to holler at the girls. That's how I always looked at it. I never looked at it as creepy, but looking back on it, yeah, he was creeping a little bit. But Master Roshi is definitely 100% pervy creep.
He always had like Playboy in his back pocket or something. I remember him always having a magazine, of course, staring down Bowman in the earlier episodes. And then I would say the top tier would definitely be Jiraiya, or you talk about the Wind Tunnel guy, remember his thought process, because his curse would eat him at any moment, so he was just trying to make babies to to pass down
Right.
his lineage. So I
Right.
kind of get that, but then it was one episode in like the earlier seasons. It was like this little girl that he was with. Remember that?
Yeah,
That he like
and-
saved, and she like kind of imprinted on him. I mean, he was like, when you get older, and I was like,
Yeah.
this is like, I don't like this. But yeah,
Awkward.
that's probably like the worst offender, if not Jiraiya, because he would go to the hot springs and watch those girls. He would hold off Naruto's training, like literally, they're after him to kill him. He like, you know what? Instead of me training you, let me go look at these little these Jones in the hot springs.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
dangerous.
Jiraiya
he's
was
dangerous.
different, bro. Jiraiya was different, bro. He had the whole I forgot what it's called, Makeout Tactics, the whole fucking
Oh my
series in his
goodness.
back pocket, bro. Pull that shit out any minute and just start reading it during training. He was top notch, bro. He was on a different level.
What
I
about
just his name was Miroku.
there?
on,
It is, yeah.
Inuyasha. Yeah, Miroku. Yeah, like he was. Yeah, him and Master Roshi probably is probably the creepiest. Like, even though Hisoka is definitely my favorite, but I don't actually see him ever attempting anything, or doing anything creepish. He just like, oh god, like he doesn't
What
really
about
try to sneak up on him or
Was he
anything
staring
like
at
that.
them when they caught him in the taking a bath? And he
Yeah,
was walking with them, and he was staring
yeah.
at their butts. He was like, "Yo, let's go in front of us, bro."
My man came up with no towel or nothing.
Nah, during that whole scene, he turned his head to look back. See who was looking, bro. Boy, the bird. But what about keeping it in the Dragon Ball series? What about old Supreme Kai? Boy was a
Oh.
pervert too, bro.
Yeah, but Master Roshi though is the only one I could really sit here and say like in that series where he would just really.
Well, the
really-
Kai is a pervert across different planets, right? Different planes of
Yeah.
existence. So he got.
Okay.
Yeah, that boy was. Yeah, he was different too, bro.
What about some of your favorite happy-go-lucky characters like Goku?
I'm probably gonna go with Mike Guy from Naruto. That boy, him and his
You're not gonna go with Naruto himself?
Nah, I'm not. I mean, I don't want to pick the obvious ones. I'm trying to stay away from like the obvious choices, like Goku, Gon. Like those are obvious. But I'm gonna go with Mike Guy. I mean, this guy had no ninjutsu whatsoever, but was still able to accomplish as much as he did. And no matter what, this guy is always happy, bro. If you like, I'm not gonna ruin anything in the anime, but the further you go, like the more his backstory is told, and then you see this guy is like never really upset unless he's like fighting and actually taking it serious. But like other than that, like he literally makes no excuses for anything. So this guy, he's like 100% always happy. Him and Rock Lee, his student, they're like mirror images of each other. Same personality, look just alike, and they're always just happy.
I was gonna say Rock Lee for mine because he was so positive too. Even when he lost his abilities, and I haven't seen his whole story arc, but he was very inspiring of all the characters, and his mentality and his happy-go-lucky or perseverance really made his character interesting for me. So he's my favorite happy-go-lucky character. Of course, Goku could be the one, but his incompetence gets in the way.
Bro, don't even get me started, bro. Like we talk about that a little bit later, but
Goku needs his own let's cancel Goku. He needs to be gone.
yep.
Happy-go-lucky. I probably would go with, and I hate the stereotype of the happy-go-lucky. They're the ones that annoys me and it makes me don't want to watch it. But Gon is the most happy-go-lucky person.
My boy
in
ain't
the
finished the
world.
show.
No, ain't
I
finished
know.
the show. Ain't even finished the show, but he gonna say gone. Okay.
I'm gonna say Gon. This dude, his father literally don't want him, and he's still like, I love him. I'm happy. Everything's okay. Look at me smiling. I'm fucking skipping down the road. They're trying to come kill me. Let's fight. Like he's even worse than Goku. And Goku's just ignorant.
Mm-hmm.
He has just no idea what's actually going on most of the time. So he just could just plead ignorance on him just being so happy-go-lucky because it's up there, when
He just don't know better.
he doesn't know better. He's just a kid, right? He just don't know. He's a 65,000-year-old kid. He just don't know any better because every time something bad is really going down there, and especially like Vegeta, we'll get into it in a bit. Like it's always trying to like tell him, or Piccolo's always trying to tell him how bad the situation is, and he's like, I got this, guys. Everything's cool. Like just relax. We got Dragon Balls. We're good. Like he's
Right,
but
we got
Gon-
these beans and Dragon Balls.
Yeah, we got these beans and Dragon Balls. We Gucci, baby. He just
You think he would be any different if he didn't? I mean, half the time he's fighting
dead.
one-on-one.
He'd be dead.
Yeah, if it was
He'd
actual
fight- yeah, he'd be
stakes in
dead.
Dragon Ball,
He'd
I
be
think
dead.
Goku would either have to get serious or he'd be dead.
Yeah, he dead. Yeah, he be dead. He done so. If he don't got none of that, he done so. Cause he definitely suicidal for sure. But going just takes it to another level, bro. Every time he's saying I found another little trinket or clue or any breadcrumb that he felt like his dad left. This dude is just still happy for no reason. This dude will literally be like, I was just napping and I had a daydream that my father said he loved me. Today's gonna be a really good day. That must be a sign. Huh? No. No, if he loved you, he would tell you himself. No, bro.
Just keep watching. Keep watching. That's
Well,
all
no,
I'm saying.
it must get worse. It must get worse.
My boy is a savage. I'll keep it like that. He's definitely. I get that too about Goku and his mentality, but I think when he was training with Netero, from that point on, he became a different character to me. Remember in the blimp? Did you get to that part when he was fighting in the blimp?
No, I never got to the blend.
With the old dude?
Yeah, I got to there. I got there. Yeah.
I think that was a turning point for his character. At least for me.
Also,
but yeah, he is
never...
kind of annoying in the beginning. I will 100% on that one.
And I watched literally like only a season and a half of Naruto, and he got on my nerves a lot. And
that took you out That took you out the show?
That took me out of it. I said this to Dave years ago, bro, when he was trying to get me to watch it. And I said, bro, I cannot get past this dude, bro. I cannot. If I watch it in mute, maybe I can do it, but I can't get past how. Now I don't know his Naruto's character development either, but that took me out of it, man. That happy-go-lucky character, I swear, just takes me out of that. Takes me out of the moment because it's like, dude, you're about to die. They're literally trying to kill you. You're like, I don't care. I'm just gonna fight
anime though.
Yeah, that's an anime thing, man.
Yeah, and that's always the happy-go-lucky is always 90% of the time is always the main character.
It's always the hero. Yeah, it's always the hero. Yeah, I fully agree with that. Yeah, no, and that's always why it's a problem for me. Like, cause I'm into it, and then he just like. It's too happy-go-lucky. Like, even though you just try to kill me and cut off my leg, we could be friends. And I'm like, no,
you gotta turn your brain off to like that stuff. You gotta be able to just like sit through it and power through it, just like we're able to sit through and power through like Fast and the Furious movies. Even though that defies all type of logic, we turn our brain off and we just go from there. Yeah, but like you gotta do the same thing with anime.
I try, bro. It's hard.
So one of my favorite types of characters. He's a smart character. It's always good to get to them. My favorite guy is Light, 100%.
Oh, I was about to say the same thing. Light and L. Light and L.
I think it's just a little cheat code because the whole show was based around his his mind. I know it's the one anime that's it's to do with like blackjack or something like that. It's I haven't watched that, but Studio Mappa created that. That's on Netflix. I want to watch it. It's super popular, but I can't think of that character, her name. She would be like my second choice, but I got to go with Elle or Leorio.
Yep, I definitely agree with that. But since I have to, think on the fly here, I'm gonna go with Dr. Stone from the anime. That man literally is trying to recreate civilization. He actually, just him and somebody else, actually came up with a formula to get these people out of stone, even though it takes forever to be made. And basically starting over from the beginning of time because he has basically no more tools to work with, and he's able to come up with a formula to help get these guys out of stone. And that is just insane to me. I watched like the first season. It was pretty good, but it's just not my type of anime, so I didn't stick with it. But the dude he's super smart, man.
I gotta get back to it. I got through like half of the first season. I know Stone Wars, I think it was the second season, like a whole thing. And then when they do season 3, I'll probably catch up on season 2. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I forgot all about that. But it's a smart ass dude, man. Considering all the shit that he had to go through and creating everything from scratch.
That's pretty much what it is. Like he has no tools to work with, like nothing that's up to date because it's all like destroyed. So he pretty much is thinking on the fly at the moment, and the stuff he comes up with during the anime is like crazy. It literally has you thinking like, can I do that shit with just this and that? Like, will that work? This shit really make you like feel smart on your own. But yeah, he's definitely up there. But I would agree with you, Light. I don't think anybody's topping Light or L. There was always thinking of ways to outsmart each other, and if one outsmarted the other one was ahead of them. It was just a fucking mind game with that.
When the music pop in too, like there was so much suspense with no fighting. It's just like them outthinking each other, outsmarting each other. That was dope. When they were the pin, the zoom in on the pin, yo. I'm gonna end up watching Death Note again, man. was
You see
awesome.
them, you see them with every fucking stroke. They zoom in with their fucking arm in the air with the pen, and they come down on the book, bro. That shit was crazy.
If I had to go with just one smart character, it'd probably be Conan from Case Closed. Just
Mm-hmm.
how that dude always seems to solve. As you're watching it, you're like, "Oh man, I know who did it. I know who did it." And the next thing you know, like, actually, the sun was perpendicular to the sun, and 2 spoons was on the floor, so that had to. What? That was always amazing to me, and that was actually my favorite part of that show, to actually try to sit there and figure it out. When they do that Conan hit, you're like, "I bet. Let me write this down. Hold on, this might be important later." But so that was always amazing how smart he was, and how smart first off the writers were to actually come with that stuff. I could imagine being in the think tank with these dudes trying to figure out, all right, how are we going to figure out this murder, right? But that character right there is always top of my list when I think of like that smart smart aleck guy that always has a smart comeback, because he always has something clever to say, and he's always just 10 spaces ahead. And I would throw Karapika in there too. Like I don't even know like the full story of this guy yet, because I didn't watch the whole thing. But that dude is just dumb smart, where he just seems like he's playing chess with you, and he just laughing. Like he got a game inside the game, because it ain't gonna be fun for him if it ain't a game inside of a game for him. And that's how he comes off to me.
Exactly. Yeah, that's it. I think that's you explained it perfect.
I can't think of too many other just flat out like smart sidekicks in anime, but it is always a stereotype, but I just can't think of them on the fly of who they are. Like when if I'm thinking of correctly about like Pokemon, Misty was always a smart one. Misty was always the one that had the strats down, and Ash was just getting into fights, and then Misty be the one screaming something in the background. You should try this, or trust this Pokemon, or do something like that. Misty was always the one that had strats too. I remember saying, but like a long time ago, back when Game Boy Advance was out, like, man, I wish I could play with Misty instead, because she seemed like she was the better Pokemon trainer and Pokemon fighter than Ash was. Ash just seemed like he got lucky all the time.
Yeah, that tactician definitely need one of those on these teams. It's not anime. The one that came to my mind is Max Steel. You ever watched that growing up? Max Steel.
That sounds super familiar.
Yeah, I watched that.
I think there were two. I know there's a live action movie. I didn't even try to watch that, but he would like. I think he was a stunt double, and he would be able to. He became a secret agent. That's the thing. He was like a stunt man and became a secret agent, and he would slow down time and just see all the things around the room and be able to make a bomb or some shit. It was amazing. I'm probably gonna watch some shit later on. But anyways, let's go into the pessimistic characters. These are characters like Vegeta. What are some of your favorites?
Vegeta's obviously my favorite character in all of anime, but I'm gonna go with Killua from Hunter x Hunter. I mean, this guy was like cocky because he knew who he can beat and how strong he was, because of obviously the background he had and all the training he had, who his family was. But he was also realistic, and he knew who he couldn't beat. He knew when he was wasting his time, and he knew who he had a chance against. Like, without ruining anything, like the whole blimp thing, when Gon kept going and Killua didn't. Killua knew like it was a waste of time, so he didn't even bother with it, even though it's probably gonna make him better. But he knew like he's gonna just sit there and waste all that time and literally get nowhere, because they went from basically from training at night, and it took them all the way to the daytime, and nothing happened. And Killua was like, you know what, I'm not gonna keep doing this. And like, there's another part of the anime too where, like, I really don't want to ruin it, but like towards the end during the Chimera Ant arc, where Kite and
Yeah, I was about to say
where they run into Pedo for the first time, and whatever, and Pedo gets Kite, whatever happens there, and then Gon's about to go crazy, and then Killua steps in. That like made me like Rick told me right there, like, you know what, Killua is like, he's realistic, man. Like, he knows what to do, like he knows like who to fight, who not to fight. That he had no chance in this fight, and he did what he did, and then he bounced. That was like, to me, that just I never seen that in anime. Like, I expected Gon to go all out and actually try to fight, but then, you know, Killua did what he did, and then I was like, yo, that was so smart, and like he did that in the whole heat of battle, and it was the right choice, 100% the right choice. But yeah, Killua was also like one of my top 5 favorite anime characters too.
It's funny, I take it out from you. You take Killua from me. Yeah, that's my boy. He's like you said, all the reasons you said before. Super powerful. He knows what to do, what not to do. My boy runs away when he needs to run away. He knows, like,
facts.
Listen, this is not the time to fight. I'm not powerful enough. I gotta go, and I like that. You know, sometimes you gotta dip. But if I gotta pick someone else, it gotta be Bakugo from My Hero.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to like his character a lot more. because unlike most anime, they don't really evolve. They kind of stay as the same type of character, and he has the same personality, but he's also evolved too. He's actually grown up in the show, and he's become my favorite character next to, of course, Deku, who is going to get better down the line. But especially in the newest season, the way he like led the team to victory. No spoilers here, but he did the best of all the teams. He led his team to victory, and he really did that shit. So Bakugo is my guy. He's the Vegeta of My Hero. If folks who don't watch, he's the Vegeta.
Basically, you just called me out because I ain't watched that, John. Okay.
Yo, I mean, listen, you gotta see this guy develop. It's amazing. If y'all don't realize by now, My Hero is like one of my favorite anime ever, even though it's still going on. That dude is nice.
I'm definitely gotta check it out, man. I will, man. I will. I finished Juju, so I'll definitely check it out.
If I had to pick somebody that wasn't Vegeta, because I feel like it's too obvious, would be Inuyasha or Gohan. Either one of them. But I definitely say Inuyasha over that. Inuyasha, if you watch the show, it's kind of like Killua in that way, where it's like he fights everybody because he's just an animal and that's just what he wants to do. But he also doesn't think he could win every fight. He's always constantly thinking that they're going to lose or something really bad's going to happen. And he tried to avoid most fights, to be honest with you, until he gets thrown into them most of the time because Kagome falls down a well or something.
Oh
like that.
My goodness. That's one of the reasons why I had to stop watching it, honestly, bro. But I'm gonna get back into it.
Right. She gets stronger later, but she starts to learn how to defend herself later. But overall, yeah, she's pretty much helpless the whole time, which is annoying. But yeah, so he's like always like not wanting to get into a fight. He's always thinking something really bad's about to happen, like the world's gonna end. If we don't get this moon star by the end of this, the sun falling on the 9th or something, he's like, oh well, we ain't gonna make it, so we might as well just go to your world, Kagome, because it's about to be all over here. He used to always be super pessimistic, and I kind of like that about him, because even though he doubted himself and doubted everything else, he used to always come out on top some way or the other. And Gohan's the same in that aspect, where like, I mean, just remember the Cell games on how he was so down on himself. I don't think I could do this. I don't know why my dad just did this to me. And then he started to realize later on, like, oh, my dad put me in this position because I got the as they call it in the video game, the untapped potential. But he didn't start feeling a little chipper about himself until he was, God forbid, the Saiyan Man. And ever since the Cell games, his confidence was always shot pretty much after that. But he always thinks something bad's about to happen. Now I don't know how he is now, with the new Dragon Ball Super and stuff like that. I don't know how he is now, but he's always been that way. We're just pessimistic, think something bad about that. Even Goten, like, man, I don't care. I'm ready to rumble. But Gohan be like, I don't know, guys. Maybe we shouldn't do that.
Especially when he got with Fidel, that's like.
Right. Yeah.
And finally, my favorite type of character, the weak one.
I don't know why.
Because this is like the one you go to, like, is this worth watching? Is this character this bad that like I want to tap out? Who are some of the weakest characters that you, like or dislike? To the point, the person that I pick, I may actually have to find his name because I forgot. He's like that ass. But who are some of your favorites? Favorite weak characters in anime?
I know you guys hear me say this all the time from dude from Leorio. That man is he gets on my damn nerves. Never seen him fight or do anything in Hunter x Hunter. Dude, to me, he was just completely useless. But I know you guys say he's the doctor, but, I'd rather do without him. But I'm going to go with Tristan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Tristan from
You're right.
You're right. You want to talk about useless? This is how useless this boy is. There's one episode where they link up with Bakura in the first season. Everybody's picking their card, their favorite card, right? Yugi picks Dark Magician. Joey picks, I think, Baby Dragon or Time Wizard or something like this. Tristan picks Cyberstein, which is a 700 attack card. You so weak, you even pick a weak card to be your favorite card? Like, bro, once I saw that episode and like it came to my head, bro, I was like, yeah, that's the first person I thought about when we talked about weak characters. Because I don't think you've really ever seen this guy duel. He's literally just on the sideline, just cheering on Joey and Yugi. And Atea, the chick who's with them, she dueled a few times. I can at least say that. But Tristan, bro, I've never seen him do anything. I might be wrong, but like from what I've seen, and I watched a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh, I've really never seen this guy duel. He was just basically just a cheerleader on the side cheering on Yugi and Joey.
Yeah, you know what though? He did when he thought Yugi was sweet when they first met him. He tried to duel him, and Yugi beat him.
And
He's
she was
like,
like,
you
"Yeah,
can't
I'm
even
gonna
beat.
just quit. I'm just done
Yeah,
dueling."
you can't even beat the
It
new
was-
kid. They made a joke about it. You can't even beat
but
the new kid.
he did the same thing to Joey though. Like Joey dueled Yugi and Yugi beat Joey, and Joey kept at it.
Yeah,
But
Joey kept at it. Yeah.
so my boy's so weak,
Joey
Yugi
also
just
brought
like
the baby dragon to the fucking Egyptian god fight. So
Everybody come with Egyptian god cards. He come with the baby dragon.
My baby dragon.
Yep, I summon baby dragon.
I just imagine him laughing as he's saying it himself. But yeah, that dude Tristan's me. It's funny because every time I think about him too, I think about the Forbidden Memories game on PlayStation and
Mhm.
how you would duel them in the dueling link. And dude, he was so easy to beat all the time. His strongest card was like a 1200 like attack card. That was it. He had nothing for you. And now I'm really sitting there thinking about it. All the tournaments they did, why he was ever there? Why?
Yeah,
When they
why?
This is fill up
Why
the
he get
numbers.
through the front? Why he get through the front gate, bro? Like who let
Right.
this man through the front gate? Like
Most of those times, those duels was like the top duelist in the world, and like the forbidden cards, only the strongest here. Yugi's there because he got he got Yami inside of him and whatnot. Why are you here, Tristan? What are you doing here? Now that I'm really sitting and thinking about it. Why were you ever here?
Tristan
now
be
that
like,
you
"I'm
brought
with
up the
them."
episode, now
I'm
that
with
you brought up that you brought up the episode where Yugi beat Tristan way back when. Did he use Yami Yugi or was it just regular Yugi? Because if he lost to regular Yugi,
It was
on
it was
track.
it was, it was
On
regular
track.
Yugi.
Regular Yugi with fucking
Trash.
Karibo and Celtic
Boy,
Guardian.
fucking trash.
Yep, it was regular Yugi. He said,
Tristan,
"Can't beat the new kid."
Tristan, the type of person you doing Forbidden Memories when you lose the Pegasus a million times and you need to get a morale boost. So you go
It's a
pick
tutorial. You play him in a tutorial.
Let me start grinding ball up.
Right.
I found my boy name is Yahiko and Roni Kenshin. He's a little boy. And he talk a big game and he gets slapped around all the time. Now apparently Bugsy told me he gets stronger later on down the line. But we're like almost 2 seasons in and he is worthless. He just gets people in trouble. That's his only thing is just get people in trouble. And I'm willing to give him a shot down the line, but he's supposed to be like this chosen whatever in his neighborhood. He has like this all his baggage to go with him. So you think he'd like step up to be more powerful. Completely useless.
Damn, my man just dunked on Bull.
I mean, and it's the kid character, and I try to be sympathetic for that, but like every episode, if it's not, just random people coming to like bandits to attack them, he's saying something to somebody or like pickpocketing or doing some weird shit to get them in trouble. If he didn't get people in trouble, he wouldn't be on the list, but he is completely useless.
Damn. She said he gets better in the next season.
I guess if he gets older, I don't know what he might have to lose an eye or lose an arm or some shit like that, but nah.
Well,
Everybody around Roni Kenshin actually. I'ma just go. This one character he meets in the first season with the huge sword. I forgot his name too, but he's like a side character. He doesn't even do anything now. Roni Kenshin does everything in the show. Everything.
Sakura from Naruto. Completely useless too.
Mm-hmm.
All she did was cry the whole Naruto. Just cry. Naruto, Sasuke! That's all you heard, bro, from her.
Mm-hmm.
Completely useless.
I got a couple, but I'm only gonna spend time with a few. So I got Krillin, Leorio, Yamcha.
Why y'all
Yeah,
hate on my
for
boy
sure.
Leario? Listen, it's okay to be in STEM.
Yeah, no, I still haven't seen him heal anybody yet.
Bro. Not to mention he got the person he did heal, he got tricked. It wasn't even a person.
Listen, I'ma still defend my boy.
Yeah, he's super worthless. Yamcha for sure. Yamcha and Krillin ain't been good since Dragon Ball. They been, but they just like Tristan. They had every tournament though. They every tournament watching.
They beat up on the regular humans. That's the thing. They beat up on just the regular people.
They roll up on the regular people. Shippo obviously, but the one that I used to always I loved and I also hated was Fu from Samurai Champloo. The chick that they guard basically. Her whole aim to fame was getting these two legendary samurais together to take her to go see her, find her father. Like she should get put in the smart category because she was clever to put them two for whatever reason she got them two together to carry her to victory, to find her goals. They had nothing in common. and she was worthless every time they turn around. I forget the main character's name. Well, what they're all the main characters, but the one who wore the red jacket. There was one episode where he specifically said to Jin, he was like, you ever notice that it's a nice, calm, relaxing day until she goes out does something? I started dying. I don't know if that was them breaking the fourth wall or what, but that was super funny when he even he recognized, like, you know what, life would be so easy. Oh, there was actually an episode 2 where they actually ran opposite directions. Jin and the other guy, I can't think of his name right now.
I think it was Mugen.
Mugen, yeah, Mugen. That sounds about right. Mugen or Mongli or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they ran the other direction. It was like, how about this? How about we just ditch her? And it was like, Jin was like, okay, I'm listening. He was like, yeah, we just ditch her. So you run that way, I run this way. And they started running, and didn't know which guy to run to or whatever. But they wound up all linking up later. But dude, she was worthless. Absolutely couldn't do anything. I think she did one thing one time where she broke them out of like a jail. That was it. Never did anything, ever.
Damn. It seems like there's a lot of anime to pull from to get these characters too. I wonder, like, some of the first characters, because even in like our literature here, like, we have our archetypes too and the stuff that we watch. I wonder what some of the first characters were to be these character archetypes. I'm interested to look back at some of these things.
Yeah, I want to see what the turning point was where these like archetypes started happening.
Yeah, because you can like throw a dart at a board and like any anime that you select, they have these characters in it. No matter what genre it is, horror, action. I mean, you see it a lot mostly in like shonen anime, but some of these characters are all over the place.
That one anime we watched on the watch party, I can't think of the name of it right now.
Berserk.
Berserk, there you go. That guy, the main protagonist, was like super pessimistic, and I won't call him the sidekick, but kind of the sidekick. You know, the leader was the happy-go-lucky guy, right? So
and the creeper at the end.
And the creeper at the end, right? So they kind of switch roles there on that one. So maybe the animes were like that at first, where the main protagonist was dark and mysterious, and then it became happy-go-lucky, because the happy-go-lucky is the thing that's in right now. Sure, all the characters are happy-go-lucky most of the time, teenagers, unless you're Goku, and just think that everything is peaches and cream, but they're strong as hell.
Exactly, that's the thing that boggles my mind. Let's go into some of the anime we're watching right now that have some of these happy-go-lucky characters. At least the ones that I'm watching. I know my hero with Deku, he's definitely that character, the happy-go-lucky character, but not annoying to a point. What are some anime that you guys are watching? Either it's new, or if you're going back to some older anime, or any manga that you're reading.
I'm definitely reading the Dragon Ball Super manga. You guys, Cliff got me right back into that. I wasn't too far off. Had a few chapters to catch up on, but I'm all caught up now. Waiting for the July issue, the pickup. But yes, I mean, nothing really different happening. Like, Goku still being the same dumbass he is. I have one issue with. I don't want to ruin it for Ron, but like, I have like one issue with like Goku when he's fighting Granola. I'm not gonna say. I can tell you guys later on, but it's just him just being stupid and just being ignorant to Ron's point. He's just ignorant and just still is after all these years from me being all this time, all this training with all these masters. He had Master Roshi, he had Whis, he has like all these people training him. He had all these powerful people training him. And like he just doesn't like learn mentally from him. It's just like I just don't understand it, bro. Like there is no character development with Goku.
Right.
Yeah, none.
Zero.
Yeah.
No. Why does he still play around with these characters? Like like you said, he did the whole universe survival arc. He should have learned the gravity there. The thing with Moro just last arc and him getting treated, the same things are happening to him right now. Exactly the same things are happening.
You don't learn nothing.
Not a thing.
Yeah. Ron, you mind if I ruin it for you or no? You are gonna read the Super manga or no?
You can ruin it. Go for it.
It's the one part when he's fighting Granola and he turns to Ultra Instinct, right? And he's telling
I was just there.
and then he told Granola, "Oh, I can't last long in this state."
Oh yes.
What the fuck are you telling him this?
Right.
Like I don't get it. Why the fuck would you tell your enemy that you're trying to beat? Oh, this strong. This form strong as shit. But you know, I got like 3 minutes in this, John. So if you can last 3 minutes, if you last like 3 minutes, man, you know, you might beat my ass. Why would you tell anybody that, dude?
I can see if Goku was like bragging and was going to kill him, like I'm going to kill you in 3 minutes, but no, just last 3 minutes or however. No, you don't do that, man. You don't do that, especially.
I haven't even watched it, right? But he did that. He did that before back in the day with KO Cannon. with the KO cannon. Remember, he couldn't stay in the
Mhm.
KO cannon state for longer than X amount of minutes or whatever, and he told Vegeta that. He told Piccolo that. He told everybody he fought actually. He told that. Like, I can't stay in this form for long, but if you can survive, that's good.
Why
for
wouldn't you just
Don't
run
reveal your trap
if you're
card.
the enemy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what?
if you're the enemy, why not just fly off for it? Let him chase you. Why not
I'll
just do
see you
that,
in
dude?
See you in 5 minutes.
Right? All right, I'll be back, player. But and then if we could talk about the manga for a bit, and then he gets shot in the back again.
He keeps
He
getting
gets shot
caught
with
off
free-
guard,
Right.
man. Since Super, I think it's like the third time he's been
Yep.
caught off guard.
Yep. And then Vegeta uses a sensu bean on him, and then Vegeta fucking. We only have 2 of these, so let's use one right now. Why the fuck you only come with 2, bro?
Right? They always
Why?
do that shit.
Why did you only? You got a whole garden, fucking of this shit, and you come with 2,
Saving them for next time.
bro. I'm telling you, there's no character development with like most of these characters in Dragon Ball. The story is the same, which kind of irks me. The only reason at this point why I'm watching it, I want to see what it's kind of like the Fast and the Furious thing. You want to see what outlandish stuff happens.
Yeah.
You're just there for the you're just there for the fight scenes. Because I'm sorry, Dragon Ball Super, like Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. Their fight scenes are legit. I mean, Juju's up there, and then like a lot of these animes are starting to get up there, but Dragon Ball is still my go-to for like if I just want to see some ass whoopings. But like, it's just a lot of his stuff. At least with Vegeta, I would say he has character development, man. Development. He goes from being a Saiyan, come to destroy Earth, and then like on the fence, on the Cell Saga helping him, and then to be a full-fledged dad, and now he's here to protect the Earth. Goku was the same person from Dragon Ball. He just grew.
Yeah, that's actually about sums it up for me too. As much as I've seen, and as far as the new stuff, obviously I haven't seen, but I've seen some of the new stuff, but not all, not the last like year and a half of stuff.
Oh yeah, but like other than reading the manga, I would Demon Slayer and rewatching it for the second time. Gonna watch the movie afterwards. This is like one of my like all-time best animes that I've ever seen. Even though like I've just watched it a couple months ago, and just pretty much got put onto it by Cliff. But like this shit, it has everything what I look for in an anime too. The animation dope is freaking dope. Every time they're using their breathing forms, everyone is dope. Like fucking the water form is just straight legit, dude. There's like a lot of scenes in this anime. I'm not gonna ruin it for Ron, but like I just watched one of my favorite scenes in the mountain earlier today. But like yeah, dude, Demon Slayer is definitely up there for me right now.
Yeah, man, you love Demon Slayer. I would have to go back and watch it again. The movie was great. I'm waiting for the next season, of course, which will be the last season. I'm sad about that. They might do a spinoff or something eventually, but the ones I'm honed into right now are Jujutsu Kaisen. Probably going to end up watching that again because that thing just doesn't stop from beginning to end. It's just action. It's just high energy. The action or the animation is top tier, man. This is like right up there with Fate Stay for me as far as the animation. It's not as flashy, of course. One thing about Fate Stay is a lot of bright lights and a lot of lens flare, I would say. But with Jujutsu Kaisen, it's just boost to asses, man. It's great. My Hero, of course, that's the one that's week to week. I'm waiting for the next episode to come out now, and not a new anime, but new to me. I'm watching Yu Yu Hakusho. Finally, I was going to watch Hunter x Hunter again because that's the anime I go to. But yeah, I got to see the original work that Takashi put out. And
Nice.
yeah, I'm just in the first season. Someone else I know is in the second season, and they're trying to tell me about it to get me hyped up and kind of spoiling it for me. But so I'm gonna try to like mainline that. She's not saying too much. I was like, look, you gotta chill.
You gotta chill out.
I know some people have watched it like dozens of times, so I'm gonna make it through this one. I like it so far. It's funny you say the main character is the same guy who voices Yamcha. So now he's super powerful in this one, and Vegeta's in here too. What's his name? Kuwabara. That's his name. It's Vegeta's voice. So it's
Nice.
similar cast.
Over 9,000.
Not too flashy animation just yet. He's still learning his stuff. A lot like Hunter x Hunter. So I see the similarities there. And I gotta find some new shows. I think this season there's a lot more romance coming out, and that's not really my twist. I know like Fruits Baskets just ended, and there's like a ice skating anime that came out. But if anyone has any recommendations, I love shonen anime and horror anime. Oh yeah, Dead Man Wonderland. I started that again too. That's only one season. That's a horror anime. It's like a game show. Yeah, it's a game show for like murderers. You go there to try to win your freedom if you can survive. And this one kid is accused of this heinous crime, Which I don't believe. Like, if they did an investigation, you would see that he didn't do it. Like, he obviously didn't do it. But the story has to be the story, and it's brutal, man. The episode I had to find, or the one I found, was cut. Even though it said uncut, they had to blur out some of the stuff, so I had to find the gory version of it. And man, they go in on the gore on that show. So yeah, that's what I'm into right now. And as far as reading, My Hero, Dragon Ball, it's the same shit. I'm pissed about that, but I'm gonna keep watching it because I love the punishment, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm into right now.
Also catching up on Boruto episodes. I'm on like episode 100 or something. I mean, you just gotta understand it's not Naruto. The fight scenes aren't the same from Naruto, but like I'm all for it. Like I'm a huge Naruto fan, so like anything that can get me more of the series, whether like a spin-off or whatnot, I'm all for it. And like the main story of Boruto, like I like it, man. I like it so far. Like the fight scenes are dope, and it's also like nostalgia when you see like Sasuke and Naruto like in this series too. So definitely gonna keep watching it.
I was about to say what's keeping you in there, because I know that people were upset that they keep coming back. Like, let the kids have their own show. Like Sasuke and Naruto keep coming back. So if you don't mind,
Yeah, like
asking, what's keeping you into the series?
it's just like I said, I'm just a whole Naruto fan. Like that whole ninja atmosphere is like is keeping me in the whole series, to be honest with you. And then, like I said, it's a bit of like nostalgia when you see Sasuke and Naruto go in there, and then like you see their kids like doing their own thing, like not trying to make the same mistakes their parents did. Like Naruto when he was younger, he always wanted to be Hokage. Boruto, he don't give a shit. He don't care about nothing about that. He don't want to be Hokage. He don't be nothing. He wants nothing to do like being in his father's footsteps. He's trying to go off and do his own thing, and I can respect that.
Nice.
So.
Okay.
And another thing, like I know a lot of people say, like to your point, like Naruto's not in it or Sasuke's not in it a lot. Well, it's not about them, and I would be cool if they died. Honestly, that it's like the Goku and Vegeta effect. How do you get them out of there? You kill them off. So if you kill off Sasuke and Naruto, like I'd be cool with that because it's not about them, man. You got to let this new generation like take over. And if you have these two, yeah, if you have these two to rely on, in every single battle in Boruto, if you get a big bad in there and he's super strong, and then you have these two to rely on, that's what you're going to go to every time. You don't want to follow the Dragon Ball formula where, oh my God, Trunks can't beat this person, so let me go back in time and grab Goku and Vegeta. Or, right? Like, you don't want to do that, bro. Oh shit, man, these kids can't beat them. Let me go back. Let me go and get my dads. Let me go get Sasuke. Let me go get Naruto. You don't want that, bro. Yeah, you don't want that. So you just got to let it ride, man. Let us take its own course. And as fans, like I said, when we say this all the time, you gotta know what you want, man. You gotta understand this isn't Naruto, and it's about his kid. So just let it ride like that, man. Like you don't need to see Naruto and Sasuke all the time, bro. Just like I'm cool with an appearance like every 30 episodes. I'm fine with that. But like I said, I'd be cool if they kill him off too. That's not a popular thing to say, but I would be cool with that.
Yeah, I mean, just to piggyback off that, I mean, Goten and Goten, and Trunks, right? Can we just give them their own show or make them grow up or something?
That's what we need. We need that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we literally need that. So I need a spinoff where Goku and everybody's just withered away. They're old and dead, and we're left with these guys. I would definitely watch that.
But yeah, to your point, like, because I guess a lot of fans, like same thing with Goku, Vegeta, Naruto, Sasuke, they're so strong they don't see somebody being able to kill them. Then why not just get rid of them with old age?
Right. Yeah.
Well, they could do the thing they tried to capture Zamatsu in. They're like in a pocket dimension somewhere. Like, okay, they're super powerful, whatever, yada yada. Let's put them in the Phantom Zone or something. That'd be dope too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I'd be interested to watch that, but only thing I've been watching lately is Demon Slayer, and that's off and on. I do like that show a lot. I don't get first off, the main character is not super happy-go-lucky, so I love that from the rip. The story is also very interesting and unique to me. I still haven't figured out what the Nezuko thing. Like, I know she's a demon, but she kind of reminds me of a vampire because she can't be out at night, so I don't know if that's a connection there or something like that. That dude Zenitsu, maybe, he kind of gets on my nerves. I wish there was a annoying character list. I forgot. We probably should have had one of those, but he's annoying as shit, bro. He's super, super annoying to me, but he's supposed to be
dude, bro.
Yeah, I don't
every
like
time
him either.
every time he fight, he do wreck shit, but then he just a little bitch. He just cry all the time. He got a little. I'm trying to think. He got a little Brock in him, that's for sure, because he liked the ladies. He got a little Brock in him,
He got a lot of Brock and Bull.
he got a little creep in him too. I ain't going front, but he just annoying, and he throws me out of it a lot of times. But you know, the main character, what's his name? Tani.
Yep, Tanjiro.
Yeah, he brings me back every single time. Now, the one pet peeve that I have about the whole show is literally that they name their move like before they do it. That gets under my skin so much, bro. I think I'm playing a video game when that happens. When they name the move as they're doing it, that gets under my skin. With any anime, just do the move. Just do the move. Just like the Sensu B thing or like the KO Cannon thing. Don't tell somebody you don't. Just do the move. I don't even know it's Phantom Wave 99. Just do it. Just do it. Tell me after I'm dead. But I definitely am enjoying Demon Slayer. What is like 27 episodes? I'm like 18 in. It's definitely a watch for me. I tried to watch it in Japanese, but I couldn't just sit here and just stare at the screen. I need to do stuff also while it's playing. But I'm definitely enjoying that. I wanna get into the what is it, Jujutsu Kaisen that you guys are watching.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I watch one of those fight scenes, I'm like, damn, this is super lit. Like, this looks dope. But then I don't want to be disappointed in it. Also, My Hero Academia, I haven't watched that in months, but I was enjoying that also. All Might was my dude, but I ain't really been watching too much there.
I'm not sure what'll disappoint you about Juju. I'm not going to hype it too much, but I'm telling you, there's no downtime.
But that's
I'd back him on that.
Because some episodes you'd be like, hey, like they're going to talk at this point. What? It's like, no, let's just get. Last episode they were fighting. In the beginning, they're about to continue to fight right now.
So fillers in it. All right, bet.
Even the filler episode, shit happens. There's only the one, but that's like literally, I think it's the last episode, and they like. No, the last episode is actually pretty lit, man.
I think it's the baseball joke.
Yeah, yeah. That's it. That's the only downtime. It's nice.
Yeah, that's
it's nice. I fucks with it. Definitely check that one out.
I might have to catch that, but just Demon Slayer for me. I try to get into the rewatch Dragon Ball, and it just came down to time. When I looked up and I seen that the season had like 34 episodes, something like that, I was like, all right, so I got time to watch 60 of them, and I don't know which one to watch. So there's that.
If y'all have any recommendations on new anime, definitely let us know. And any old ones that I'm down to watch some older animes. If they're not too long, if they're like probably 3 seasons, I could do that. I'm a big fan of like 1 season anime. You can blame Bleach for that, and live action shows like Lost for not making me commit for too long. But yeah, let us know if you have some stuff. We'll definitely check that out. And one of the main reasons. 2 seasons is like a sweet spot.
Yeah, 2 seasons. Yeah, 2 seasons that sweet spot. 3 is where you're like, I don't know, man. But 2 is definitely 2's a sweet spot for me.
It gotta be fire. I know that Yu Yu is 4 seasons, and then the OVAs, they're like character specific. I'm gonna watch those too. So it's 112 in total. So I'm down with that. But yeah, if you got some recommendations for us, let us know. One of the main reasons why I don't is because of filler, that I don't watch a lot of long form anime. We're gonna talk about that. Hopefully, it won't be too much filler in this conversation. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of filler, how to identify them, and if you skip them or watch them. How do you guys feel about that?
Used to watch some of the filler because like it's like being a completionist in a video game. You want to be able to say you watched every episode of an anime you're watching or every episode of a show you're watching. But yeah, I used to watch. I think I've watched all the Naruto fillers. I'm sorry, all the Naruto fillers. But like come to Boruto, like I'm not watching this again, bro. Especially when like I'm so many episodes away from being caught up. I was like, I just want to see the main story. So like I Googled it. I got a list of all the fillers to skip. I skipped through them and jumped right to the main story. And to me, it's like easy to identify a filler episodes. When I think I told you guys this yesterday, when the first 4 episodes you're fighting, there's whole storyline going on, and the next episode you get like a backstory of them like being in a classroom taking a test that has absolutely nothing to do with the storyline. So like that's how like when younger years I didn't know, because you're like, man, I wonder. I'm sure this has to relate to the story. I'm sure at the end they're gonna be like some flashback. This is what they're doing. This is why they told this part. You're gonna need this part like down the road. And then like watching Naruto, I'm like, man, I didn't need any of this shit, bro. But like it's easy to identify fillers now. Like I said, it'd be a bunch of action going on through the main story. Next thing you know, you get to this episode where they're cooking or doing some dumb shit like that. And then you're just sitting there like, what the hell am I watching right now?
Yes,
but yeah, dude, I tend
else.
I tend to skip them now.
Yeah,
Listen.
I do this. I do the side quests in games, but yeah, I tend to skip anime too, or the fillers too.
Listen, I can't even identify them. I don't know. I don't. They hit me with the Rickroll every time. That's just first.
Oh, you Ron just watched filler. He don't even watch
He
main
only
story.
watched
He just, Ron only watched filler.
That's probably why I never finish anime, bro. That's probably why. If imagine if it was a season was like 24 episodes and you was like, hey Ron, just watch these 9. I probably would ball through some anime. But I never know when it's a filler until it's halfway over, and I'm like, dude, they're just on a beach doing nothing, man. What the fuck is going on? Or that they're like did a trip to let's bake a cake, and you're like, oh shit, they must like they about to get into a fight on the way to the bakery. This is about to get real at this bakery, and nothing happens. They really actually bake the cake, and I'm just sitting there just dumbfounded, like, what did I just watch?
Rewinding that shit like you missed something.
Yeah, what did I just watch? Are they not concerned that Goku was on Namek right now, fighting for his life? Do they not care about this right now? I never can tell until it's almost over, and it's always annoying for me. And then I'll complain like, you know what, this anime's fucking trash, man. It was just on the beach and then nothing happened. And you guys be like, yeah, that was a filler episode. You probably should have watched this. And I'm like, what? Why do you even have fillers? Why they troll us like that? Somebody need to answer me that. Why they just troll us like that?
One of these streaming services need to come up with a freaking system where they put filler next to the anime if
Yeah,
it's
they
a
get
filler.
tags on it. I think that'd be genius,
Yeah.
man.
Hold on. Don't talk too loud. We might get do something like that. Don't talk too loud.
Okay,
No,
yeah,
definitely,
try to
bro.
develop that app. It's something similar. We can make it happen.
Yeah, let's do it.
But yeah, I do the same.
And
I skip fillers, man. So the beach episodes, anything at a restaurant, when they do the flashback of the previous episode, I hate that. Or when someone's in the hospital.
Hate that.
Sometimes those are worth watching, though. There might be a little bit of story. I will say that some filler is necessary. At least they'll be like half filler, half story. I know My Hero, they've done it a couple times where you learn about the power or something else, but then they always end up recapping that later. So like,
Yeah.
am I able to skip this?
I was just about to ask what are the biggest offenders. I could tell you right now, just off the top of my head, Inuyasha is a real big offender of filler episodes. But I also remember my childhood of Dragon Ball when Goku was on Namek. Dude, there's so many filler episodes, and I don't think we realized it until we got older. Obviously, every week we tuned in to watch it, right? Because we want to make sure we saw it, just in case something did happen. But man, they drug that Frieza thing out.
You mean that 45-minute, 5-minute fight? The
Yeah,
one
that 40
planet gonna
right,
blow up in 5 minutes is fucking 45 episodes later. Like, come on.
Yeah, right. Well, who do you think are the biggest offenders?
Bleach for me, gotta be Bleach.
Naruto.
Oof.
Naruto.
So 2 of the big 3, huh? Naruto and Bleach. Oh,
Naruto,
and Dragon
Bleach,
Ball,
and
so
One
that's all
Piece.
3.
The Dragon Ball and One Piece. Any anime they got over 800 episodes. Come on now.
So the thing with
One
One
Piece-
Come on
Piece,
now.
I heard One
I'm
Piece is
never
bad.
going to finish One Piece. I'm never going to watch because Kage told me about it in high school. That was about 15 years ago. I'm never, and it's still going on. I tried to
Yep.
sit there and just watch a random episode because it was like a flamingo character. I told you guys about it. And the first half of the episode was recapping the last episode.
Bruh.
How do you watch that?
Last time.
By the time I get to the commercial, I'm like, okay. Even though I didn't watch it, I understand that they're like doing the flashback and there's a little new content, and then they flash back to the beginning of the episode again. I just watched this, so there's only 10 minutes of new content.
About to say, so you watched the previous episode twice then.
I
That's
did.
basically
I
what
did.
happened.
I just googled it real fast. One Piece has almost 1,200 episodes.
Yeah.
So you telling me all that? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's definitely filler in there, 100%. I mean, to go that long, you would have to put filler in there. But for people who like me, I like anime, but I watch it casually. So that'll turn me off right from the rip. Could you imagine me trying to watch One Piece? Like, season 1 probably has like 30 episodes, so I'm 12 episodes only important, and so I don't even make it to episode 18 because I'm not watching past 6, right? That's why I think for me Naruto's probably a really big offender of that, because I remember watching Naruto. I mean, Inuyasha. I don't know why I kept saying Naruto. Inuyasha, every week I would watch it, and then three weeks would go by and nothing would happen. Literally nothing would happen. I remember there's 2 episodes literally back to back where you're just watching Kagome go out through her life while she's not in the demon world, she's in her world. the real world, quote unquote. And just watching her go through her day-to-day life, clean up the house, you know,
go
going
to school and shit. Talk about her grandpa always telling people she got all these crazy diseases. I think I just watched a block of filler too.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's literally, it's like 2-3 episodes straight, like straight. It's just her and her life, because nothing's happening in the demon world. I forget, they had to wait until like a certain day or something like that. So basically, she had like 2 weeks. Plus, it was like summer vacation for her too. So she's like, "Well, I'm gonna just go back for summer vacation." And the story dynamic is supposed to be that her and Inuyasha are missing each other, but you're really just watching her go throughout her daily life, and it was so mundane and so annoying, just for it to not even matter. Like when she got back, it was like, "What did you do?" And it was like, "Nothing." "Did you miss me?" "No." "Did you miss me?" "No." Like it was just like a little. That was it. That was it. It was so annoying. And I remember that as a kid, like, I can't believe they just did this to me. That's the ultimate Rickroll right there.
Yeah, Bleach had filler seasons. I know Naruto had the same thing, but like, yeah, in between, I understand the thought process behind it. Of course, you want the writer to catch up to the story, and you still want to make money on the animation. But oftentimes, like a full like 2 or 3 seasons in a row,
Oof.
where, you know, they would give backstory on some of the powers, or they would take powers away from Ichigo just to make him overpowered the next season, because in the manga he gets incrementally more powerful. I remember they took his powers away completely and he had to use like a badge and shit like that. Yeah, Bleach was the main reason why I had to stop. But I am, you know, going to watch the remake that they come out with, the last arc of the story, because that should just be action packed. And I hope that they are animating most of it right now, if not the full series. They can stop that, because many people might tap out again of the story. But yeah, Bleach is the one for me. It was like 4 seasons in a row of just filler.
Oof. Yeah, I think some that did it right. Demon Slayer is no filler. I could think about Full Metal Alchemist too, which probably has like over 100 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't much filler either with that, if I'm remembering correctly. So some people do it right though.
Yeah, some of the shortest shows for real. I want to see that. And Chainsaw Man, I think that, you know, it hasn't come on the anime just yet, but that might be a show with no filler too. I think a lot of newer shows are starting to get that. People are skipping those. They try to condense it to 1 episode or 2 instead of dragging it out. So that about wraps things up for today's episode. Make sure you let us know some of your favorite anime archetypes and tropes. Also, what you're reading and what you're watching. We can take some of those suggestions from you. And let us know if you watch fillers or if you skip them. Also, check out our YouTube channel where we have an upcoming review of Fast 9. There's a few AMVs up there and some